Okay, so the remaining stanzas are going to feature more emphasis on the 12th fret and these sort of brisk, fast strokes with a lot of leverage and leeway on the 12th fret. So in the next stanza, he's singing this portion. Standing at the crossroads, I try to flag a ride. And there's more emphasis, as I was talking about, on the 12th fret there. So we're applying here, so in this stanza at the bottom of the page 3 here, he kicks off, ending off on that lick at the end of the first stanza. Plays this, and after he plays that, he immediately goes into the next stanza by going, standing at the crossroads, I try to flag a ride. And that portion here, he's playing these brisk upstrokes on the 12th fret, this time on the first and second strings. First and second strings on the 12th fret, these brisk upstrokes. He plays a combination of six upstrokes here, singing, I'm standing at the crossroads. I'm standing at the crossroads. You're playing that combination. It's sort of like the first stanza that we talked about. I went to the crossroads earlier back, except this time around he's harmonizing that lick. I went to the crossroads, and that's what he's doing this time. So way back in the previous stanza, we played out the individual strings. I went to the crossroads. In this stance, he goes, I'm standing at the crossroads. He's just playing those brisk strokes, upstrokes. But again, he's capping off on the 3rd string, 12th fret, ending those little licks on the 12th fret. And then he goes in between that, plays this bass combination on this top string 2nd fret, then the open string top string. So that first sequence is standing at the crossroads, I try to flag a ride. And that in this portion, I try to flag a ride is he's playing the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings. I try to flag a with the upstrokes in the index finger. I try to flag a ride. I try to flag a ride. And again, ending on the 3rd string, 12th fret. Then back to this combination on the top string. Yeah, so he plays that, and then again it's without words. And it's this fluid ease of the slide on the 12th fret. So I'll play those 3 sequences from the beginning here just to show you how it all comes together. So leading off from the end of the first stanza, it's standing at the crossroads, I try to flag a ride. So I'm gonna have to go a little bit slower there, but again, there's more harmonic sliding on the 12th fret here in this instance. So again, I'll go a little slower here. It's standing at the crossroads, I try Again. Standing at the crossroads, I try to flag a ride. So that's that portion. And that style of playing that stanza is going to appear on the next two stanzas. So this has to be, you have to get it down pat. And anytime he plays this combination, know this, that he's always going to cap off this upstrokes on the 3rd string 12th fret just by itself, and then he'll play this combination, the top string 2nd fret followed by the open string top string. And then that's the combination that you need to get. And then at the end of that, he plays that placeholder lick button, the top string 3rd fret, then the 5th string open, to end that stanza. So after he plays that, he goes back into this country rhythm. Now in playing this rhythm, he plays it variations of ways. Sometimes he sits on a chord a little while, whatnot. You definitely have to hear it in the original recording. So that country rhythm follows, then he goes back into this 4-chord position, which we looked at, and he talks about standing at the crossroads, I try to flag a ride. And then he goes into that combination. After he plays that, he goes back into this country rhythm. And now finishing this stanza, instead of playing this 5-chord, he doesn't play that anymore. He actually plays a sequence where he pauses a little bit and he goes, ain't nobody seem to know me now. Everybody pass me by. And we'll go ahead and explain what he's doing there. So we looked at already. We've moved along with this from the beginning of this 2nd stanza. We'll just go take it from that step. It's standing at a crossroad, I try to flag a ride. Standing at the crossroad, I try to flag a ride. Ain't nobody seem to know me. Everybody pass me by. So we'll talk about that portion there. And it's a very difficult portion to teach. And it's in here in this series, it's like a 5 position, except that the timing is key and signature. So we'll look at that here in this next portion. Alright, so we're ready to look at this part of the song where he goes, I believe to my soul now, oh Bobby's sinking down. Alright, and this follows after he plays this country lick. And at the end of that, the tail end of that lick, I believe to my soul now. Immediately after he plays this this country lick, he stops and he immediately says, I believe to my soul now. You're not playing any music here. It's total pause. But you might want to tap your foot when you're doing that. And it will sound like this. The tail end of this country lick. I believe to my soul now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe to my soul now. And right after he says that, he'll go ahead and play this. He'll slide on the 5th fret, 4th string, hovering back and forth from the beginning of that fret to the beginning to the end of that fret on the 5th fret. He slides, and then when you put it all together, it sounds like this. I'm going to play the tail end of that country rhythm. I believe to my soul now. Poor Bobby's sinking down. Alright, and that's that portion. So again, gotta be strategic. It's all about timing. And I'm just gonna probably tap my feet just to see if you can follow along. I'll play that lick again. I believe to my soul now. Oh, Bob is sinking down. You should always tap your feet. Have your foot leverage as like a metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then play the song accordingly. That helps me out a lot. I don't know if it will for you, but again, it's finding that pause. Again, playing the last part of that lick. I believe to my soul now. So he plays this lick on the 5th fret. I believe to my soul now. And then there's another little pause before he does this rundown. And this rundown is going to be kind of a wind down on the kind of what we learned in the introduction. Except what he's doing here is he's not playing the combination together. He's playing it in sequence. So to play this rundown, it's kind of like the future blues. So he's playing that. It's a combination of 4 notes, or 4 notes. So he plays the top string 3rd fret. Then you play the octave here on the 4th string 3rd fret. So 1, 2, then you go up to the 2nd fret top string. And then it's optional if you want to play the 4th string 2nd fret. But you should usually just go to the open string on the 3rd string. So that combination, this wind down is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the combination will all together sound like this. I believe to my soul now. Poor Bob is sinking down. And here the timing is key. It's all about the pauses. But you have to be in timing. If you break the timing, you lose the song. And that's the whole goal of playing Crossroad Blues. And again, I'll play that slower. I believe to my soul now. Poor Bob is sinking down. Poor Bob is sinking down. Now I'm not going to I'm not going to sing it out. I'm just going to play the music here. So finishing off that last lick. I'll try to tap that out. foot as that metronome. And that is probably the hardest portion of the song, is playing in those gaps and still keeping the timing. That's why Crossroad Blues is such a complicated piece. So this is a feature that carries over into the last two stanzas. He plays that, you'll hear it in the original recording. So we've learned how to play that style of tuning. So now we can go into the third stanza. And we'll go ahead and take a short pause here, and we'll cap off the third stanza here. All right, so the third stanza is the portion of the song where he sings, "Sun going down, boys, dark gonna catch me up." So that's that third stanza. And the third stanza begins much like the second stanza, which we talked about. Sun going down, boys, not gonna catch me here. Again, he's emphasizing more of those upstrokes on the first, second, and third strings on the 12th fret. It's a more fluid presentation in executing that. There's more fluidity there. There's more leverage for you. Play it as comfortable as you want. So he sings that portion. Sun going down, boys, not gonna catch me here. And he plays that combination. Now these are concepts that I've already talked about. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. We can move on from that. But again, it's using those upstrokes and whatnot. So he plays that portion, and then he goes into this country rhythm. And then you play the 4-chord position, which will sound like this. Boys, dog gonna catch me here. He plays that 4-chord position like what we've taught, except this time around he does something different. After he comes off of that 4-chord position, he plays Stones in My Pass Away or Terraplane Blues lick here, which sounds like this. Alright, he incorporates this kind of cool lick, which happens right after the 4-chord position. Boys, dog gonna catch me here. He plays that. He plays this lick combination on the top string. And right after he does that, he plays this lick, which I'm gonna play right now. Alright, and that's a combination of 6 notes. And what you're going to do is this classic Stones in My Pass Away lick. This also features in my ebook, Stones in My Pass Away. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the bottom string on the 5th fret, and then you're going to take your middle finger and finger the 6th fret 2nd string. This is a Stones in My Pass Away chord. So he plays that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 with the index finger. And then the 4th note in that sequence is just going to be a bar on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings on the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so he plays that, and then he'll go right to the 12th fret. Slide into the 12th fret bottom 3 strings. And he plays that twice with those brisk upstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he plays it like that, and then goes back to this placeholder lick. Back to the country rhythm. Back to that. And then in this next portion, he does another pause, and he says, I don't love a sweet woman left to love and feel my care. And we'll talk about that. So after he plays this country rhythm, I don't love a sweet woman left to love and feel my care. And again, it's this pause that positions itself in the 5-chord portion of the song. And it comes out of that country rhythm, and it's, I didn't have a loving sweet woman left. And he goes into that bass lick right after that. So you're in that pause. I didn't have a loving sweet woman left. You're in that pause right after that country rhythm. I didn't love a sweet woman left. And you play that bass lick. So after that, he sings the lyrics, to love and feel my care. He's playing similar to what we played way back in the first stanza. There's this combination of 6 notes, and you start on the 2nd string 12th fret, then the bottom string 12th fret, back to the 2nd string 12th fret, bottom string 12th fret, and then 2nd string 12th fret, capping off on the 3rd string 12th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To love and feel my care. To love and feel my care. To love and feel. To love and feel my care. So the combination of everything is. Sweet woman left to love and feel my care. And then he plays this lick again. Right after that. So that's that stanza. Alright, and so that's the 3rd stanza. He does something differently in that sequence. So the final remaining stanza, the portion where it goes, you can run, and my friend Willie Brown. You can run, tell my friend Willie Brown. That I'm standing at the crossroads, Lord, Lord, I believe I'm sinking down. So he goes back into that lick, which we looked at in the 2nd stanza, the end of the 2nd stanza. So that last stanza is stuff that we've already covered. So now we can go to the final introduction, or the final lick throughout the song. And all that is after he plays the end of that last stanza, the ending of the song sounds like this. And that's basically it. And that's something that we covered earlier on. So it's quite a lot to behold, Crossroad Blues. But what are the things that are going to to help you get this song down pat? Well, number one, it's the finesse, the playing on the 12th fret, playing out the individual strings, having leverage, playing brisk upstrokes, playing with fluidity, with leverage. The other part is the timing, is playing those turnarounds, that 5-chord position, playing through those pauses. And then when you bridge it all together, it starts to patch itself together and be a complete song. And that's the whole battle of that, is keeping yourself in timing. Now, I wouldn't say that I play this song very close to how Robert Johnson played it. I don't think anybody can play it just like him. But this is my interpretation. At least this is the best that I can do. His other songs are easier, but this is a complete masterpiece. But I think it's one of the most important, if not the most important song to come out of the Delta Blues musical genre. So, with those concepts that are demonstrated, I feel that you have a lot, available to you to really study this song and, trying your best to capture what Johnson was playing. So if you're now to go play with the original recording, you would take a capo and put it on the 2nd fret. And when you do that, and Johnson tend to play in those higher pitches, it sounds even better. When you play that high in key, the tonality is a lot brighter. And Johnson he had such a great vocal range. Sometimes that just makes him the whole package. But I'm glad that I'm able to have given this chance to explain my theory on Crossroad Blues. And it's always best when you look at the ebook that's available, because I have all of the tablature laid out, everything easy to understand, broken out for you. So if you have trouble following along with a video and you're more of an independent studier and a reader, you like to ingest guidance that way, be sure to download the ebook or purchase it from my website at www.deltalumusic.com. All right, so I'm happy to continue teaching Robert Johnson for the remainder of winter. We'll be working on my next ebook, Volume 2. It's going to feature another 10 songs. And the whole winter is going to be devoted to Robert Johnson. So once again, this is Delta Lu signing off. Thank you for all the support over the years, and I'm going to continue to bust out music till the day I die. So thanks again, everybody.